Hey guys, welcome back to TCG Open. We are now entering the finale of Lorcana's Wilds Unknown case opening. Let's go. So here we are now, finally dawning on us the final box of our super case here that we've opened so far, a case of 4 booster boxes, and we're now entering the last box. To be honest, I was planning actually to keep this one sealed, but I thought about it, and if you've watched the previous episodes that I've had, I pulled one Enchanted in our very first box, which was the Enchanted Jessie, and then we didn't pull too much in box 2 and number 3. Those ones contain a bunch of legendaries, which are great, a bunch of epics as well, but we didn't pull any more Enchanted. Now, typically, if you looked at historical data, pulling one Enchanted from a case is probably what you'd expect, either Enchanted or no Enchanted at all, and we've already pulled it. But with Wilds Unknown in Lorcana's newest set, it's changed the game completely, and people have been pulling two Enchanteds, an Iconic, you name it, there is a whole mix of plethora of things that you can find in these boxes. So I've made the difficult decision to open this box and see what we will pull. Are we going to pull fire? We will find out today and in the next 2 episodes. So let's look at our final box here, which is sitting here for a long time, waiting to be opened while everyone else has cracked open all their product. Now, this one might be the box that all the magic happens. We're gonna find out and see what we get. So let's crack it open and get on with the show. Now, it is early June right now, and set champs are definitely starting all across the country, and it's gonna extend all the way into July, which for my local gaming store, I think it's actually in July that it's happening. I think it's July 4th actually. So that's gonna be something interesting. The meta right now is very, very interesting because there's a CCQ, which is one of those big tournaments that happen across the country, and that one is actually infinity format, which means that all sets are allowed, not just the last 4. So a lot of people are actually focusing on that deck right now. So a lot of people are not focusing on the core constructed. That's why it's going to be a very interesting set. Okay, so we have Gadget, Hackwrench, Merida, and Woody again. And we're gonna maybe start off with the left one this time again. So let's do that. Let's pull them all out. Now, over the last few weeks since Wilds Unknown has been released, a lot of changes have actually happened in terms of the card value and data. Now, we've all seen that the Toy Story IPs have really taken off. Especially the You've Got a Friend in Me, as well as the Alien. Those two have absolutely skyrocketed to 400 to 500 Canadian dollars. And the other sets, including The Incredibles, which is kind of sitting in the middle range right now at about 120 to 150 Canadian. And then we're following that with the last IP in the set, which is the Atlantis one. With Leviathan and Milo Thatch. Those ones have been relatively weaker. Oh, there's also the Madrigals, that's what it is. In third place seems to be the Madrigals, and they're hanging in the lower 100 Canadians. All right, so let's see what we're gonna pull today. We have, how many packs? We have 8 packs today, and let's start now. All right, so we're gonna start off with Gadget, and see what kind of things we pull in this final box that I'm gonna be opening for Wilds Unknown. This has been a really fun set because of the change in the hit rates, and a lot of people are actually having a lot of fun pulling this one, and for me, I've actually probably purchased more product than I should have. Plunger Crossbow, Young MacGuffin, Inner Strength, Prince Charming, Woody, Mordu, Mr. Incredible, Jebediah Farnsworth. Moving into our first rare, which is Queen of Hearts. Following that with a super rare Syndrome and a uncommon Gadget Goggles. So Attack of the Vines is coming out, and I did purchase a case for that one as well. But the next set after that, which is Hyperion City, which is coming out in the fall, I probably will not go as hard on those ones. Maybe 1 or 2 boxes. All right, Omnidroid, Merida's Bow, Audrey Ramirez, Fauna, Alanadale, Mirage, Buzz's Arm, Maudi, Hand in a Box, and the rare is a Buzz Lightyear. And following that with another rare, what else can I do? Following that with a rare, when you need help, just call the Chippendale friends. Have you guys watched Chippendale? I watched it in the 90s, or even, yeah, it was the 90s, I think it was. And I really actually like that show. So we are now in 3rd pack with Merida. Mrs. Incredible, RC, Preston, Cerebellum, Mallard Goslin, Frozone. Now, if you haven't watched the previous episode, check it out because we pulled something special with Frozone. Minnie Mouse, Alma Madrigal, Pedro Madrigal, and first rare, another Madrigal, and a Pocahontas. I thought it was going to be a 4th Madrigal. And a common Todd, common foil. Are there certain Enchanteds that you are definitely trying to get your hands on in this set? Let me know. Drop a comment below. Have you been trading your Enchanteds? And if you have, what have you traded for? Young Macintosh, the Queen, Pterodactyl Janie Doll, the Casa Madrigal, Augustin Madrigal, Sneezy. I think by now I've already collected the entire continuous art in foil. Gadget Goggles, Mickey Mouse, Rex, which is a great card to use, and I need this for my deck. Moving into Sid Phillips, very nice, very nice. Our very first rare for the set, following that with a common Bullseye foil. Nice. So I like to use Bullseye in my deck, and I do plan to use it, so I'll probably try to incorporate it. Let's sleeve up Sid here. Now I did pull a foil version of this one, which is great. The legendaries, as expected, have not really retained their values. They're hovering around $1 to $2, I think, Canadian, for those legendaries. But the foil versions are doing quite well, especially the Dale. The Dale legendary is probably the most expensive in the set, and it's also probably going to be a very useful card moving on in the meta. All right, the Fat Cats Club, Merida, Like a Bird in the Sky, Maribel Madrigal, Dolores Madrigal, Grumpy, Lord Dingwall, Dashpar, Chip, first rare Lyle Tibris, and a super Dashpar, moving into our foil common Violet Par. Okay. And if you've not opened the pre-release kits before, I highly recommend you getting into a pre-release for the next set, Attack of the Vines, because those pre-release kits have really brought me good luck so far. Some people obviously have not, but for me personally, I've seen really good pulls from them. All right, Incrediboy, Joshua Sweet, Mr. Incredible, Kita, Prince Eric, Bashful, Strange Things, Shepherd Journal, Omnidroid. First rare is a Merida Gifted Archer. Moving into second rare Cinderella, and a, this is 207 of 204, it is Isabel Madrigal. Beautiful. So that is our first epic of the set, of this box, sorry. And it's Isabel. I like the, I do like the Enchanted version, which I would like to get my hands on. This one here, I don't have, which will be great, so I can add it to my set. All right, this is the penultimate pack. All right, so And I do want to pull some woody legendaries. Maybe a foil would be nice, but even if it's just a regular one, I'd be happy to take it any day of the week to complete my playset. Violet Par, Todd, Wind Up Frog, someone's gonna lose their head, Monterey Jack, Alma Madrigal, Hamish, Hubert and Harris, Amzu's Incaster, and Woody. Not the Woody I'm looking for, but a rare Etna mode. And moving into super rare Jessie. That's a good card. Also, I can use that in my deck. Oh, something's back there. No, it's not. Okay, it's a rare Mrs. Incredible. It looks like it because of this piece there, but that's actually just the continuous art at the back. Okay, we are moving in to the last pack of today's opening and of the box. Will this box be a hit or miss? Nobody knows until we finish it, but for now, let's enjoy this opening together. All right, Fergus, Sabotage, Dangerous Plan, Gadget, Julieta, Louisa, The Huntsman, Norton, Violet Par, Metamorphosis, moving into a beautiful legendary, it's the Queen, and going into a common, oh, Merryweather. Nice, so this is actually a good hit as well. For some reason, the foil version just is expensive. But the actual card itself actually is pretty useful in blue decks because of its willpower, which is 5, and it has a ward. All right, so that's a pretty good ending. Let's sleeve that up and just take a quick look at what we hit for the first third of the final box of Wilds Unknown. All right, so we have here, so far in the first 8 packs, a legendary Queen, legendary Sid Phillips, Isa Madrigal, and as a bonus, a cold foil uncommon Merryweather, Feisty Fairy. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button, smash that button, hit the like button. We are almost to 150 subscribers. Actually, when this video drops, we might have already passed that. Let's try to reach 200 together. All right, take care. I'll see you later. Stay safe. Peace out.